Such and guess it's on RLF.
Hey now, you're in my ears, you're in my soul.
Mm.
You know what they say?
In my ears.
Mm-hmm.
In my ears, in my soul.
Yeah,
That sounds like
Could be. It's possible.
Ear to the road to the soul.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
There's a Johnny Cash song about that.
No. That's incorrect.
It's his undiscovered album. Sorry, what were you saying, Nikolai?
You know what? Actually, that was right on brand with what I was going to say. What I was going to say was that sounds like lyrics to a song from the 70s. Certainly not a Johnny Cash song, but because those songs are good. But
well,
it's
there
your
are
eyes
70s songs that are good.
Yeah, a lot.
The 70s.
Music from the 70s is awesome.
Yeah, dude.
You got your Rumpelstiltskins.
Yeah, your disco. Obviously.
Charlie Dumps. The usual.
Such big disco guy.
Yeah.
Couldn't
Yeah.
get himself enough.
In case you couldn't tell.
We were
Rocking bell
we were
bottoms.
kids. We were kids. He had a Saturday Night Fever poster on his wall.
Ooh.
John Travolta was his idol.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What do you mean?
Is.
That's how. That's when Seich walks down the street, like in for the big city living.
Mm-hmm.
He does that Travolta strut
Takes me so long to get everywhere.
Do you wear the...
everywhere, but it's worth it.
A lot of people yell at me.
Do you change your pants, or you guys still have just regular pants on?
Sometimes, depending on where
it's
I'm
like
going.
sunny.
Yeah. If I'm going to work, I'm not going to mess up those sweet pants.
Okay.
Like,
If you're catching a train,
see, depends on where I'm going. If I'm catching the train.
party.
A party, yeah. Well, I'm breaking those pants out for the party. Are you kidding me?
Nice.
Do you know how my ass looks in those?
No, I don't.
Bet.
Oh.
Flat.
Yeah, I have no
Green?
ass. I have no ass at all.
Oh. Put some buns in there.
No, people will know. They'll be like, "Did you throw like hamburger buns in your pants?"
Well, not real. What
other buns would I put there?
Well, it'll be like cushion buns. Not
like a fake butt.
Cushion buns.
yeah, cushion buns. Like you took some soft stuff, like we have on the couch.
So
soft
just,
stuff.
So just like styrofoam.
Yeah.
That's not a bun.
Well, soft styrofoam.
Yeah, but that's not buns.
Well,
It's nothing- what-
we've changed things here.
Do you want him to hook up with like a cosplayer and get like some foam buns?
No, he could probably make them. I could probably buy them from a cosplayer, actually, though. It's a good
That's-
idea.
They have foam buns laying around.
Oh, they could make them. Send your measurements.
I dropped him.
I'm sure an RLFer would actually enjoy this task greatly. The opportunity to make some
I don't want to wear.
some pants filling bums for
I don't want to wear
buns
fake.
for
I don't want
Seich.
to wear a fake butt.
You don't have
Think
to.
about how comfortable you'd be with just sitting down just all the time.
That's true. Oh man, just
Mm-hmm.
cushion all the time.
Would you extend it to the back so you could also, if there's no chairs, lean against a wall?
See, that's just. I mean, that's just a foam suit that you're gonna eventually put me
No,
in.
it's like 2 strips on the back, maybe.
Seich, did you gain weight in your lower back?
Oh no, those are my comfort.
No, that's my foam buns.
Oh, tell me more. And we sell millions.
Hey, it's a pretty genius plan.
Yeah. Welcome,
Oh,
welcome to RLF, I guess.
I guess.
oh yeah. Oh no need for the I guess. Welcome to RLF indeed. How are you guys doing? It's been it's been over a month of this.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's weird. I feel like we've done a decent job of not talking about what's going on, but also, you have to mention
We've been keeping it
life
light.
events. Yeah, trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're beating around that bush. We're shaving it.
We're shaving.
I was a huge fan of a shaved bush.
I love metaphors also, mainly. That's what I think, right? Those are metaphors.
Oh yeah, that's what I said was a
Yeah.
metaphor.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, dude.
But yeah, things are good. I went to the grocery store last Monday. Seich went today. 'Cause it was raining.
Oh,
Yeah. I went. See, we figured out a trick that we can go up one floor.
Yes,
and
actually.
and see how long the line is at the grocery store.
It's a very good trick.
Oh, smart.
So
Okay.
I went up. I saw it was raining, and I'm like, "Oh, let me check." So I ran up quick, and there was no line. I'm like, "Now's the time."
And actually, we set up a system where you can just glide down. So Sites just jumped up and like,
Yeah, we have like a little zipline situation.
yeah.
It's
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's pretty
I'm
nice.
surprised no one else has used it to like come back to our apartment because it's possible.
Yeah, well, you have to like climb it, and it's a lot of work, but it's doable.
Now, did you guys rig that yourselves, or was that already there? Did I come with the apartment?
No, we
Yeah, no, we had to do
rigged it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
not that much
I mean,
work.
I know you guys are, we're both craftsmen, so it was
Well, we
easy,
followed a
but,
tutorial on YouTube.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
A few.
You just put a wire one end.
Yeah,
you
well,
put a
it's-
wire down at the other end.
Yeah, it took a bit more than that, but we
And-
did
and
it.
Then you just take off. It didn't take much more than that.
Yeah.
You just float a wire on either side of where you want to be, and
Yeah,
then you
like-
just take off.
Yeah, like we put one up by our apartment. We were like flap flap flap, and then we put it down. We threw it down, and then we're like, well, this is where we want it to go.
Well, that's
and then we went flap
Well,
flap.
for everyone who thinks that site's just completely full of shit here, let me correct you. That the flap 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 is it's a German technique
Yeah,
for
well,
hanging.
yeah,
they actually invented ziplining.
yeah, that's their word for yeah, flap flap flap.
Flap, flap,
And, I've learned that from Al. He's been teaching me German.
Yep.
Yes.
It's like, get this one side, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So and then you flap 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 down at
Yeah.
the other end, and then you just glide down the wire.
It's easy. A kid could do it.
Yeah.
Like 8 minimum. It's not crazy.
Yeah. Minimum 8.
5-year-old dead.
Get out of here. Get out of here, 5-year-old. Who are you?
Jesus. Oh wow. Okay.
What about you, Nikolai? Have you improvised any ways to get to the supermarket?
No, I just take my car and hope for the best.
You
Uh,
bourgeoisie.
Yeah, right. You guys have a fancy apartment in a big city. I have a car. That's basically what the trade-off is. It's about the same in cost.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
We were talking about what we miss about having a car, and like Seich was saying, singing with the radio or with CDs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't have anything to do with my CDs now.
That's true. Well, I mean, you do have that badass Walkman. You could just bust out from. I'm sure it's in some closet somewhere.
No,
or
I
like
don't
some
have.
box.
I don't have any Walkmans anymore.
No?
Dude,
Nah.
you should go online and invest in a Walkman and start listening to CDs again.
Oh my
Bring
God.
it back.
Go in our backyard and dance.
No, what? Where would I even
You know how
hold it?
records have had a revival?
Yeah, but
You could get one of those belt clips like Willem Dafoe has
Yeah.
in Boondock
Nah,
Saints.
dude.
Everyone thinks he's so cool. Come on.
well, I
Do
mean, he is the Green Goblin.
It's true. He throws balls that explode.
They're pumpkins.
Pumpkins.
Those are not pumpkins.
Wait,
They're
were they
little,
seasonal?
They're
orange
They're
balls.
pumpkin bomb.
Oh, okay.
Well,
There
in
ain't
the,
no pumpkin
in
bombs.
the comics, I think they're pumpkins. Or
Yeah, so in the
cartoon.
true
Oh, man.
lore.
I think so.
I can honestly say I don't think I have ever read a Spider-Man comic.
Really?
Nah, me neither.
Yeah. Well, how would you know that about the pumpkin bombs then?
Oh, cause
It's common knowledge.
yeah.
Pumpkin
I don't
bombs.
believe anything you say. Yeah, as far as the grocery store goes, no like craziness to report, which is good. Certainly
Nice.
good. But it is odd. You go in there and not at the grocery store. When I did laundry about a week ago,
Mhm.
and I had a woman at the laundromat, and I'd say that there was 4 or 5 people in there, and 4 are wearing gloves and masks, and then there's one woman who's not, and she's just standing in the middle of the laundromat proclaiming that this is all a hoax and that we're all sheep. And like something else, I forgot what else she said. I was just folding, trying not to make eye
Right.
contact, as you do.
Yeah.
It's just what you do. You do.
Look, lady,
you
you're
don't
screaming.
engage.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna listen.
Whatever.
Lady, you crazy.
And the woman who worked there was already starting to walk up to her because I don't think she had any laundry there. I think.
Oh, really? She was just coming in to yell at.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh, there's people with masks on. Let me go scream at them.
No. No, that just sounded funny. No, the news, the TV was on and the news was on, and she was talking at the TV. You know, it totally made sense. It was in context.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nobody else was going to engage her or talk to her.
Right.
But I was like, you know, you gotta feel. Don't you feel a little weird there? Don't you feel like, hey, maybe I might want to question my thought pattern here.
Yeah.
No.
If I'm standing in a room, like if I was at a hospital, or like if I was in a room, and 4 people were wearing surgical masks and I wasn't wearing one, I'd be like, oh fuck, what did I miss?
Right.
I wouldn't. My immediate thought would be like, you sheep. Oh, you sheep.
Oh, they got you.
Certainly not at this point. Like, and I don't know. Yeah.
Well, that's why she's
I
screaming
had,
at the TV. She's
Yeah.
not, just all into it.
Fuck TV.
Fuck TV, indeed.
I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean that.
TV, forgive me.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, TV.
TV, come back. Ah, TV, come
You've
back.
been so good to me.
TV, please don't send a creepy
Well,
girl
speaking
outside
about-
of you to kill me.
What?
TV.
I feel like I don't remember which is that
The ring.
The ring.
Poltergeist?
No, the ring.
The ring.
Poltergeist, they get
The
sucked
ring.
in the TV, yeah.
That's true. No, I got it reversed. It's definitely the ring.
Ooh, a lot of TV. Well, not TV deaths.
A few, certainly a few. There's the Poltergeist. There's the remake of Poltergeist.
TV falls on someone I watched recently.
Matthew Lillard in Scream.
Oh,
She
yeah.
pushes the TV
True.
on him.
And John Cusack hits Dan Aykroyd in the
Popcorn.
head with the TV. Popcorn.
Okay.
In Grosse Point Blank. Oh, I love that movie. I
That was,
really do.
That was the one I was thinking of before Al started talking about Matthew Lillard.
That movie makes me so happy every time.
It's just such a good
It's
movie.
a good dark comedy. It really is. Did you just kill that guy? Yeah. Is that guy's blood? Yeah. Oh, Jeremy Piven.
Ooh. I wonder what.
So the question I was
Yeah,
question I was
go
going to
ahead.
ask was what movie did you guys watch any movies? Last week we discussed the movies we had been watching.
Did A Million Ways to Die in the West?
Oh, I saw the end of that. Right.
What's this
Okay.
weekend?
Well, first of all, the first question I always like to ask is how did it hold up? Because now it's like 10 years old.
I love that movie. I thought it was still hilarious. A lot
As
longer
far
than
as-
I thought.
Really?
A lot longer than I remember. It was like 2 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, I know it's got a pretty long plot that plays out with Liam Neeson that actually gets like kind of intense towards the end.
Yeah, like there's this whole part in the middle I completely forgot about. I was like, I forgot this happened. It was
That movie has.
I forgot what part it was.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I forgot what part it was.
That movie has what, Nikolai?
One of my favorite cameos of all time, the barn cameo with Doc Brown. I thought that was
Yeah.
absolutely not only was it genius to tie in the universe, but that was very much like as a fan of Family Guy, and just a fan of Seth MacFarlane, you know how much that meant to him to do that,
Right.
to just have that moment to get to see
Doc Brown.
Christopher Lloyd play Doc Brown.
Yeah.
In his movie. Are
Yeah.
you fucking kidding? He probably, if I'm guessing right, he probably has like a shot from that day somewhere in his office.
Oh,
I'd
he's
be willing to
got
bet.
He's got
Oh yeah.
Right? Like that's got to be one of his favorite days in his like career.
He's probably
'Cause
got
that's-
like
them.
a little bit of hair.
He just snipped it
too.
real quick.
Yeah. He's got a bunch.
You
Not
know
gonna
he
No, I mean,
notice.
this could be my opinion just because I've got such a bias because I do love Back to the Future as much, so much. But for him to include it in that movie, I would think that he's got to love it that much as well.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great that it's in there. I love that.
I loved Neil Patrick Harris in that movie. Is one of my favorite things ever.
I remember Charlize Theron being pretty good as
Yeah.
well. Like a very good straight man.
And Charlize Theron is just.
She is beautiful, that's for sure. I saw the movie Long Shot with her and Seth Rogen. That was. I mean.
Oh
it was
yeah, I think
well titled.
I think did we watch that together? I think we did.
Yeah,
feel
Or
we
it was
even
on
discussed
like
it.
a bunch,
I
but
feel like I watched some of it.
I like that movie. That was good.
It was better than expected. The at one point they have sex and they come at the same time, and they both say "oh boy," and it's very funny. Like you just wouldn't expect it, and he acknowledges it too. He goes, "I don't usually say oh boy," and she's like, "Neither do I."
Um,
Yeah, that movie was pretty funny.
Did you see any movies recently?
You know what? I was gonna make an effort. I had actually even recorded a few movies.
Ooh.
I haven't seen Young Frankenstein in a really long time. Not since like early college. I wanted to rewatch it.
Nice.
I started it one night. It was too late. I fell asleep immediately.
Besides, you watched that a few months back, right?
Yeah. Oh, I love that movie so much.
But I did rewatch Dodgeball
Ooh.
with Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller.
Yeah, Dodgeball's good.
First of all, I spotted a Patton Oswalt cameo that I never realized before.
Who is he? In that?
The scene, he's not a person, just his voice. The scene where Ben Stiller is about to put the pizza on his nuts, and then Michelle walks in and like interrupts him doing it.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller is watching a video online, you're assuming like YouTube or something, about making pizza,
Okay.
and the voice in the video is Patton Oswalt is his voice. It's very funny.
Oh, speaking of cameos, in A Million Ways to Die in the West, one I love that is real quick is Ryan Reynolds. He
Oh fuck.
when Liam Neeson's character first gets to the town and goes into the bar, and he's like, "Oh, who's been like doing shit with my wife or whatever?" Charlize Theron, and then he's like, says something, and he's like, I'm gonna kill people if somebody doesn't come forward," and then it cuts to Ryan Reynolds, and he just doesn't say anything, and he just gives a look. He's like shrugs, and then he gets shot, and that's all. That's all he's in the movie.
If I were ever famous, that would be like the whole thing. I would just want to be in make
Just
cameos.
cameos all over.
He does it in some other movie too, where he doesn't have any lines.
He's just
there. Like
Ted.
It is Ted,
He's the
right?
boyfriend. Yeah, he's the boyfriend of Patrick Willoughby. Is that the guy's name?
I
The guy
don't.
with the super deep voice.
Yeah.
Anyway, like I think he's Mark Wahlberg's boss from Avis or something.
Yeah,
Ah.
something like that.
And Ryan Reynolds plays his boyfriend in the movie, and he has no lines.
That's great. Another Seth MacFarlane.
He must be friends with. Yeah, he must be friends with Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he is in any shots, but I caught the end of it when Siege was watching it. The goat or the sheep, that's Patrick Stewart.
Oh yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
okay. I probably knew that when I watched it and just forgot.
Yeah. Well,
Right. It's like a nothing. It's another like random cameo.
Well, Patrick Stewart
Speaking of Patrick Stewart.
he does a voice in Family Guy.
Oh, yeah, he does.
And American
Makes
Dad,
sense.
I think he was on. For a
Oh,
while.
I think American Dad, maybe not Family Guy. But yeah, what's up?
Wait,
Who now? What?
what did they ever do with the mayor in Family Guy? Did they ever have
mayor?
the mayor pass away?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Because
Oh, because it was
Adam West.
they had to have.
Yeah, I think
Tell us in the comments. I'm sure, because I stopped watching Family Guy a long time ago. I'm sure they addressed it, but they also have Ralph Garman, who does a lot of voices, and one of his best impressions is Adam West.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they replaced him or not. I don't know if they would ever even do that.
Yeah, I don't remember because
'Cause-
I've watched like a bunch of Family Guy, but I don't know if I watched like any newer stuff like that.
What's the mayor's name?
Mayor
Was
Mayor West.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just Adam West.
It is Mayor West, right? I was about to say, because I almost said Quimby, and I was like, no, that's The Simpsons.
Quimby.
Yeah, I don't know when that gets said, but sure. That's not a thing.
No, apparently they had a whole like send off on a episode. Family Guy character
They
getting
did,
a proper
okay.
send off.
Yeah.
Adam West.
Oh, good.
So yeah, they
okay,
did an
cool.
episode. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
He
Yeah,
was
I
fucking
know.
fun.
The '66 Batman.
Yeah, he was
was
funny in that.
Yeah, he was always
Yeah.
great in that.
He was super funny in that.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
So I didn't watch a lot of movies, but I did watch most of, and this is actually really on brand for us,
Ooh.
since we are the #1 Star Trek podcast
Perfect.
on the iTunes. I watched most of the new Picard
Okay.
on Amazon Prime. I'm just super not down with new Star Trek, I think.
Samesies, bro.
Because I watched all of the first season, and I'm pretty sure I finished or at least slept through all of the second season.
Wait, of
Like, I
Picard,
know I watched-
there's only one season.
No, of the new
Discovery?
Star Trek Discovery, yeah. The one with Michael as
Right.
the main character.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I really enjoyed how ambitious the show was. But then they clearly changed tone like 6 fucking times, which was all over the place. But Picard, I was enjoying it. Very, very obviously had a narrative. I was playing catch up a lot because I haven't watched the movie since I was a kid, and there was probably some references in there. I'm pretty sure 7 of 9 spoilers, who is in Picard, was from Voyager. I
Yeah.
don't remember her ever knowing Picard, who is next gen.
No, I don't think they ever.
But they're like
Talked.
buddy the whole time, which threw me off. But it's just too. It's too high budget. You know what I mean? Like, it
It's
looks
always-
too good.
It looks too good.
Yeah, it looks like a movie. Like, okay, I was a big fan of the Orville.
Mm-hmm.
Really big fan of the Orville on Fox. We've been talking about Seth MacFarlane, so that's actually pretty on point. But if you watch that show, sometimes it doesn't look good, and that's kind of exactly what happens when you watch Star Trek, especially the original one. But you go back to Next Gen, you go back to all of them. There's certain things that look goofy. There's certain, just like, you're looking at a set.
So you're mad that
But-
Picard doesn't look goofy enough?
It's so intense. There's like, it feels like a full scale movie every episode. Like, I feel like there's so much going on that I'm kind of out.
Well, it's always just like they never focus on one thing long enough, and it's always changing. You don't get answers from certain things, and
Yes. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's clearly not a well thought out complaint.
so
I haven't finished it.
You should watch it next.
No. None of this makes me want to watch it.
No, I haven't even finished it. I got up to episode 6, and I was just like, I can't do this anymore.
I'll go
I'm
through
out.
and I'll watch like one of the older Star Treks.
All right.
Which one would you watch if you
I'd
were
probably
going to
go
watch one?
Maybe Next Gen.
Part of me would want to watch the original series just because I never have.
I just feel like the original I wouldn't be able to get through.
I don't know. Every time I listen to a podcast where they watch it, I'm always like, they're not gonna like this. But then sometimes they're like, oh yeah, this is a good episode. So like there are,
Cause I used to watch Next Gen was the one with Picard, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch some Next Gen, and then the one after that with Captain Janeway.
Voyager,
Janeway. Yeah,
That was Voyage. See, I loved Next Gen because they had two reasons why. Number one, Ensign Crusher. I mean, they had a kid on the ship who was like almost my age, That was so cool. And then number 1, Riker.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was such cool.
Yeah.
I loved Riker. But I would have to say I watched more of Voyager because that's what my dad liked. And I just remember more of Voyager
More
as well.
of that.
Because I was a little bit older.
Right.
But I watched all that stuff with my old man. His is still, to this day, his favorite is still Babylon 9. Oh, he loves Babylon.
I never got
Deep
into
Space Nine.
that.
Yeah, he loves it. Loved it so much. He loves all of that stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, my dad likes
It's
all
so funny.
the sci-fi shit. He likes terror.
Yeah, I don't get it. They're all just like space westerns to me.
Yeah, I mean,
After a while.
I love space and I love westerns. But I don't like them together, I guess.
No, you don't. You've never watched a western besides Django and Jane.
No, I've watched
You play a lot of Red Dead too.
like what is it?
You watched
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
How to Die in the West.
Fistful of Dollars.
Really?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
wears a cowboy hat every day.
I've never seen. He wears a cowboy
Yeah.
hat every day. I know Fistful of Dollars. That's the That's where Clint Eastwood like became really famous.
Yeah, it's like what is it? Fistful
Right.
of Dollars and for a few dollars more or something like that.
Yeah. What?
I mean, Good, the Bad,
What's?
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I think pretty sure it's Clint Eastwood also.
Is it a few
Oh, okay.
fists more?
No, a few.
More fisting?
Yeah,
Fists?
a few more fistings.
A few more fistings.
Or something like that.
Now you're just talking. Now you're really talking up Sitch's alley.
Yeah, that's the porn version of that movie.
They're still dressed
Ugh.
like cowboys, so
Well, yeah.
it's okay. It goes with the theme.
I mean, I don't think I'm jumping the gun totally as far as Star Trek Picard goes, but I don't know. It's just
Well, first seasons, sometimes they're always rocky, so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe second season. Take the mantle.
That's true. A lot of first seasons
Yeah.
are tough.
Tone it down. Stop
know what?
looking so good.
You know what I think? You know what I think the problem is?
What?
Back when we used to watch Star Trek, like Next Generation or Voyager, although there was an overarching storyline that was happening,
It wasn't like the main.
some episodes had 3 arcs and had a conclusion in that episode.
Mhm.
You met a character, you learned a story, you figured out that they were lying to you about something.
Learned a
You figured
lesson.
You figured out if that lie was because they're a good person or a bad person.
And then
Then
they
you
sucked
helped
them
them
out
or
into space.
didn't.
Yeah, like the
He's-
the
you suck them
Orville.
out into space.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Orville, where the one episode with the baby. No spoilers, but that's all I'll say.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I'm talking about.
That
Saj.
show is fucking great.
I gotta watch more Orville. It is good. Good shit.
It's over. They're gonna go to
They-
Hulu, but then
Ah.
I don't know if it's gonna happen.
All right.
But
know it used to be on
Fox
Hulu.
canceled them.
Fucking Fox.
No, I mean like the I don't think they got picked up for another season.
Oh,
Well, maybe Hulu will pick them up or something, like you said.
no.
All right. Never mind. It's done. It's over for.
Yeah, I believe that was the plan, but now I don't know if that's still going forward. I don't know. I really enjoyed that show, but
Yeah, dude.
yeah, they did a lot of like weird timeline stuff. It was good. I was like that was so much closer to Star Trek to me than Discovery.
What new Star
or,
Trek is, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I
For
gotcha.
sure.
Yeah, dude.
But
Mm.
that's more than enough Star Trek talk, even though we are the number 1 Star Trek.
Yeah, we're,
podcast
it's
on
just
the
to hold
internet.
our place.
To be honest, that is
Yeah.
a lot. That is more Star Trek talk than we've ever done combined.
Probably.
I think.
We didn't get into the minutia of it. Let me tell you.
We
Odo.
did. We really did. You know, it's because my parents are such big Trekkies. My mom to this day still watches the original run,
Just blame it on your
like, on the-
parents.
unlike the TV Land
Typical.
stuff. That's funny.
Do you want to look at comments, Nikolai, or can you?
Sure.
The videos on YouTube have a place called the comment section where people can type out heartfelt and thoughtful reflections of the videos they just watched, like here at RLF on Wednesdays. Now the gang will read a few. It's really hard to rhyme the word Wednesdays.
I won't look.
Sych isn't looking.
Have you guys watched or seen any of that Some Good News, the John Krasinski?
I watched one of them.
I see the thumbnails and I don't watch it.
I think like the first one that Steve Carell was on.
Yeah, I watched the first one. I watched the second one. First of all, I am just a giant pussy, and I have cried both times.
I mean, I haven't watched it, but I'm sure it's super like
Probably not.
heartwarming.
I mean, you're not gonna. It's heartwarming, but you are absolutely not going to cry. Not by a long shot.
It would be like if you had recorded yourself watching it, and then we all recorded ourselves, and then the rest of us are just like stone faced. You just see Nikolai in his box,
just like ugly crying.
I did that cry where, like, at first I was like, you're not going to cry. And then I was like, you're alone. It doesn't matter. And
Yeah, right. Let her rip.
then I did that thing where I started to cry and then I started to laugh because I was like, this is so absurd.
Right,
You're
yeah,
crying at
yeah.
a video on YouTube. And so now I'm just laughing at myself and crying. I probably look like a psychopath. And the whole time, of course, I'm saying, oh, Jim from The Office. Out loud.
just hugging the monitor. Oh, Jim.
Oh shit.
Yeah, have not checked them out, but I will have to now.
Yeah, I've watched one. Didn't cry. It was good. I liked
I don't know,
it.
maybe you got the least. Maybe there's one about like
No, I can't cry.
a dog and a hat, like a dog who lost his
Dog,
hat.
that's
and gets
my
his hat
trigger.
back.
A dog in a hat. I'm broken. Just tears streaming.
All right. Do you have any comments, Nikolai, or you want me to get started?
I do. I've got a comment from Shane Keys, who writes, love the daily uploads of the old podcast. Great to have something to listen to while I'm doing my undergrad via distance learning, he puts in quotes. Hang in there, y'all.
Hang in there, Shane. That's awesome.
Yeah, you certainly hang in there. Putting distance learning in quotes, I mean, I hope you're learning something. That'd be a bummer because they're probably going to charge you for the education.
It's
still.
true.
Yeah.
Fucking government.
God, I have a cousin who's just started college, and I was like, God, what an interesting government site. I just heard what you said. What a weird time to be in college. Like, this is a really odd thing. This never really happened before.
Yeah, like especially like senior year.
Yeah.
That was-
yeah, absolutely. Imagine having your senior year end this way. That's got to be a real bummer.
I'm
I
sorry
mean,
if anyone is experiencing that. My apologies.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where it's like, we've had so many things happen in this country. There's been so many things that have happened in life, tragedy wise and stuff. But this is just such a weird one. I don't know.
Definitely,
It's-
it affects different people in different ways,
Yeah, exactly.
and they all
Exactly.
suck.
Now I have to wear a mask everywhere.
Yeah, but you got that sweet
Yeah.
Joker mask on now.
That's true.
That's true. Everybody does like that.
mask.
No, but my thought before was like we've had stuff like wars and people still got to attend college.
And the
or,
herpes outbreak in
Mhm.
'97.
Yeah,
Yes,
It's a tough one.
exactly. And I know that this is a very, very different thing. It just goes to show you how different this is. What
Yeah.
I mean.
Herpes is forever. That's why.
yeah. And like you get red dots all over your body.
Your entire body. That's chickenpox.
All right,
You got chickenpox, I think.
damn it. I mean,
I bet. Those go away, so that's good.
interesting times indeed.
We got another comment from Nat Mac who writes, "You guys should do best movies or maybe games of the last decade." I did my favorite 10 comedies.
Yeah, yeah, we did.
But I do think that Al taking a swing at like maybe not necessarily 10, but just like a handful of his favorite games from the past decade.
Oh yeah,
From
but like
2000. Sure, 50. Why not? I mean,
no. I don't think I have 50 games.
I was more aiming for like 5 because I didn't want you'd have to do 10.
Ooh, I'll do 5.
Yeah, not now, but maybe next week or something. What were your like 5? Your top 5 games from 2010 to 2019?
Watch out, world.
And Seich, maybe you could do like horror movies or something.
Man, that's a lot to do.
Oh, you do 2.
Yeah, all right.
2 movies you like.
2 horror movies that I liked from the past 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot of research.
A lot of clicking.
Yeah,
I'd be up for that. That'd be fun.
I gotta, I gotta remember movies. I gotta look at stuff. It's a whole thing.
You don't have to.
No, you can't convince me. That's it. Yeah, maybe I'll do something.
All right.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Yeah, maybe.
I see a comment here from Matthew Davis. Welcome to Bean Talk Wednesdays on channel WRLF. The smooth shark. Mm.
Ooh.
Oh. What's our frequency? Oh, 95.5. Would that be it?
No, that's already
absolutely.
What were you saying, Seich?
You said 95.5?
Yeah.
Isn't that already a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll take them down.
No, it's gotta be like something crazy, like 91.3.
91.3.
Why would that be crazy? What's crazy about that number sequence?
Yo, man, RLF, it's on
What on earth
91.3.
is crazy about 91.3?
You just say it. Ooh.
Yeah,
91.3, yep.
You never go to the 91s.
Yeah,
when
exactly,
It's
dude.
always 92, 95, or it used to be.
I guess.
92.3 was the lowest I would go.
I'd sometimes go to 88, but there's nothing ever good there.
See, all right. Oh, you want to?
88.7
We can go to
is a
90,
local.
like 90.4.
90.4, not
95.
19. So yeah, that's what we're gonna.
Yeah,
We're gonna do that.
Yeah, we'll be something.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember those things that you used to put in the like you'd plug your iPod into and then you'd put it to a radio station?
Yeah.
Yes.
I hated those fucking things so much.
Well, they were.
Yeah, the sound quality was atrocious.
And then, like-
so difficult to
and then
get it in there.
If you're driving, it would just
That's what
like
she said.
cut off. Like you drive around and it's like, oh, now this station is working
It's-
something
right.
else, so it would like cut out. I hated it.
Oh, yeah, it was terrible. It was
Yeah.
like listening to AM
Not-
radio, which, by the way, why the fuck is AM radio a thing at all?
What do
So
you
you
mean?
can talk. It's for the public.
I have a AM radio show.
No, you don't.
Yeah. Side your
No, you
boy, gabbing it up.
Gallum.
Could you imagine if he did?
That'd be awesome.
I don't actually.
It would be awesome.
I don't actually leave and go to work at 4 a.m. I
Go to a radio
yeah,
station.
I have a little radio station I go to. For
You should do that.
For Saichi boy, gabbing
Nice.
it up.
I'm Sachi boy gabbing it up.
Do you have any recurring segments?
Nah, dude, just just gab it
What
up.
about
gabbing it up?
idea for a thing? It's called the meat grinder, and you bring in like you buy a chicken and you throw it in like a meat grinder, and you just listen to it.
Why would I?
Meat grinder. Sachi boy 91.3.
Grinding up some meat.
The
Why would
grind.
Meat grinder.
why would I grind meat?
I don't know. Maybe you're doing a sermon talking about.
Talking about grinding meat?
Yeah.
No, no, I don't want to do that.
All right. It was just one idea. I'll take it.
Yeah, have your
take
own
it back.
radio show,
Damn it.
right? Ugh.
Anyway, another comment comes from Glabu Jones.
Labo Jones.
Blab-
when I lived abroad in the UK, South England, every single person who I talked to told me that they loved my CNN broadcast radio friendly, totally neutral American accent. It's very specific. And I ended up sleeping with a local girl, in part due to her attraction to the accent.
Oh.
That decision turned out horribly for both of us in the long run. Oh, jeez.
AIDS.
But for what it's worth, the accent went over fantastic, and everyone was really into the fact that I was from the USA.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't have expected that. But, I mean, I guess England would be the best place or the most American friendly, maybe. I don't know. I genuinely don't. I've never been there.
Let's change that. Let's go.
RLF abroad.
Ooh, RLF takes the UK
by storm.
RLF European vacation, and it's just us backpacking through Europe. That would actually be an amazing movie.
Yeah,
because
but it would only have to be the three of us because Matt would never go.
No, he would. We'd have to make him go because first and foremost, he is the biggest character out of the four of us.
Yeah.
Like, he would be the most entertaining. If you're watching a film, like, he'd be the most entertaining. My eyes would be glued on Matt almost all of the time.
What's he doing over there?
Sexually.
What?
No, Matt.
Your eyes would be glued sexually on him, is what I was saying.
Well, we're in France.
That's good for.
It's beautiful there.
Good for you.
Eiffel Tower, flowers, people.
Yeah. Sounds romantic.
Yeah, you guys can just bang it out.
Oh wow.
No. I more meant just because he's moments away from exploding at any point because he doesn't like dealing with like human interactions.
With anybody.
Oh God.
And then if we went to Europe where everything was made 700 years ago, if it's new. Matt's gonna be too big by like 3 times for anything.
Yeah, there's no way he would agree for this trip.
Yeah,
there's no way.
No, that's why I'm saying this would be amazing.
Well, I want to go.
Plus, then
how do we convince him
Al,
then? Though
you just knock him out and throw him on the plane.
Well, you're here now, Matt.
Yeah. Well, good luck getting back.
It's either go home somehow or trek with us.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, trek with us, brother.
Sure, we had to do a little bit of light kidnapping.
Yeah,
what's the big
we
deal?
we take swords out and we all point them in the sky, and he's like, "All right."
As long as I get a sword, that's fine.
You heard it here first, everyone. 2022.
Yeah.
That's when we're playing.
European RLF.
All right, 2022.
Europe, RLF goes to Europe.
Well, we have to figure out how to kidnap Matt. That's the main portion of the plan.
Yeah, exactly. Because I just love the idea. Because we're going to get any European beer into Al, 1 or 2 drinks, and he's like moments away from singing and dancing.
Hell yeah. It's cheaper there, too, I think.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. And then you get to see Seich and I being like doing buddy stuff. This would make for a great film.
It's true. We just have to hire somebody to film us the whole time.
That's true. Well, Andrew. Andrew's got nothing else going on right now.
Come with us.
That's a great point. We're going to have to find a cameraman.
Let's hire one when we get there.
Yeah, that's true. It'll be cheaper.
Oh, and then they could have an accent, and we would have accents for them. Double accents.
Oh, double accent Andra.
But I guess if it's double accents, then there's actually no accents, technically.
They don't cancel each other
That's
out.
not how accents work. No. If a person from Japan speaks to a person from Italy, they both still have accents to their native countries.
No, it's just a neutral language that everybody can understand.
Comment from Caleb Stockelberg. He says, "Yeah, dude."
Yeah, dude.
Goofy face.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, Stockelberg, you knocked me out.
Caleb Stockelberry, where are you stealing them stockles? Robert Banbury, for the record, rabbit is delicious. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, I've never had rabbit. I've not been very adventurous with my meat eating.
Yeah, I've never had rabbit.
Yeah.
I'd try it again. If I don't think I've had it, but I'd try it again.
I had duck once, and I got horrifically sick.
Oh, really? You got sick?
Oh, I got I made it to about like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I just threw up my guts like terribly.
Yeah,
I think I got sick a couple more times.
I've never had duck, and that doesn't make me want to have it.
Yeah.
Well, I had duck and I could fly for an hour.
Oh man.
So,
Oh,
So you know what? That's what it is. You got one of those chosen
Yeah.
people stomachs. I got one of them weak people stomachs.
All right, I'm gonna take my chances. I'm gonna have some duck.
It's worth it, man. Go for the gold.
Sage sat and pooped himself for 12 hours straight
Oh yeah, no.
while flying.
Bye.
Ooh, if I was shitting while flying, I would just take my pants off and shit on things.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I mean that's what birds just do anyway,
Yeah.
right?
They'd be like, "Oh, this what a,
for
giant,
12 hours,
a giant
though.
bird came." Yeah, I'd be dead. Shitting for 12 hours.
continuously. Yeah, that's a hell of a platonic.
You're just in tears, flying and shitting.
Oh,
So emaciated, dehydrated.
I don't want to do. I guess I'm gonna have to try duck though. Whatever. Take my chances.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of what other meats I would have had the opportunity to eat. Venison. Venison's delicious. I've had that, but that's I don't think that's odd.
I've had
to
like
eat at all.
I've had like venison.
It's not-
like chopped meat and
it's not
stuff.
odd, but it's,
Yeah,
I guess, rarer.
it's certainly more rare. It's not common. You don't see that at the grocery food store.
You don't go to
But I don't think
McDonald's and get venison.
No, and you see it in
Exactly.
the South a lot. People
Do
that
you really?
people that hunt, they like make their own like venison shit.
Yeah, absolutely. No, at home and stuff. But I'm just saying it's not like you don't see it at just your Stop and Shop or
No,
something
no.
as frequently.
No,
But
Like
I
my-
also don't think it's weird to eat venison in any way.
no. Like my
Nor
mom
do I
knew
think it's
people
weird
that
to eat duck.
my mom knew people that hunted, or like their kids hunted or something. So like she would get venison shit sometimes and make like throw it in to trick us, I guess. Like we would
Gotcha.
like we'd be eating it. She's like, "Oh, you know this is venison chopped meat, right?" I'd be like, "All right, cool, whatever."
All right.
So they get you
it's
eating
fine.
it.
And, like she'd say like she was so slick, like, "Oh yeah, I got you. You never said you'd eat venison." I was like, "I never said I wouldn't eat it."
I tricked you.
You should
you
have,
little son of a
I'm like,
bitch.
"Yeah, ma, you got me. Whatever."
you should have switched some apples out with tomatoes, and when your mom bit into it, you should have been like, you said tomatoes are the same or something.
if my mom ever said tomatoes were the same as apples, I'd take her to a hospital. Like something's wrong with my mom's head. She said tomatoes and apples are the same.
She
It
thinks they're
must
the
be a
same.
stroke or something. I don't know.
Hey man, fruits are hard.
You know what I think is weird to eat though, and this is so odd because it's so common, and hopefully you guys will agree. If someone handed you a burger and be like, "Here you go, it's horse meat,"
Oh
you
no.
yeah, are you gonna dive right in?
Nah. I don't know if I'll dive right in.
Was horse meat supposed to taste good or no?
I don't know.
Probably not, right? 'Cause it's all muscle.
It's a horse.
I'm sorry, what? You guys are cutting out real bad.
I said, does it taste good? But
Yeah,
I said probably not because it's
Hello?
muscly, but Sai said maybe.
Hello?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything you guys
Okay.
said.
I said no.
Well, no, we don't know because like horse meat's supposed to taste good.
Oh yeah, does it taste good?
I have no idea about the taste. I know it's healthy to eat. Like I know
Oh.
you can eat it.
Oh, I snatched that burger out of that man's hand. I scream at the horse gods.
I would. I don't know if I would dive in. I'd take a bite. Like I'd try it out.
Right, if they had
you know what,
samples.
It's so funny because like horses really aren't enormously different than cows, in my opinion. I'm sure I know that they are. I know there's
Right, I know what you mean. Yeah.
but I would hesitate before eating a horse burger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I would hesitate, but I would.
But why?
I would try.
Like,
Because it's a
they're
horse.
not really.
You're always seeing
Yeah,
people ride horses,
it's could it just.
petting them. And shit.
It's just not.
It's like,
yeah,
you know, that
common.
thing that cowboys ride on? Here.
I'll slit a hog's throat right now for
My
some.
God.
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
but like
Jesus.
not literally. I don't know if I'd have the stomach for that. I clearly not. I'm
I
trying
want
to
to
John Krasinski
do
videos.
like
That's
do
true.
a
That's
YouTube
true.
video where like you have a pig carcass in like that one room, the one empty room, the one room that you Skyped with us in, You have it strung up,
yeah.
and you're like, all right, we're gonna see if we can do this. Like
Just plastic all over the
so
room.
much blood.
I watched some YouTube videos earlier and made myself cry. I need to slaughter something. Balance the man scales.
It's the man challenge. Cut this pig open upstairs.
Oh man, that would be terrible. Why did I choose to do this indoors? Oh, I should have done it in the bathroom.
Nikolai, what happened in
Still
here?
Indoors.
Yeah, my mom came over to check out the bathroom.
She heard the squealing of a pig. I was curious. Came upstairs. Was horrified. Anyway, I'm selling the house. You know what time I think it is?
Oh, what time?
It's time for everybody's favorite segment. Big city living it up in the big old city. Hey guys,
Hey.
All right.
how is that big city living going?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it's all right. Whatever.
That was big city living, and this bit will never get old.
I don't actually think I have. I mean, we went over the movies. Like, I pulled out a stack of movies,
Fat stack
Yeah.
of movies.
you know, because I want to like watch
You
more.
guys live in one of the most like, I know right now it's supposed to be a stay-at-home lockdown thing,
Yeah.
but I just love that this conversation has been going on for well over 2 years. If you include like Al's time in Manhattan, and it's always like, well, I cleaned the closet earlier.
See, my whole thing is I don't go anywhere unless I have a specific destination.
Right.
Like
I
don't,
get it.
Like, I'm not gonna. I don't want to. I'm not gonna go just walk around.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just
Like if
just
you're
to
you're like,
walk.
oh, I'm gonna go to the deli, or I'm gonna go to this train,
yeah,
or
like or if
yeah.
I'm going to like, cause I went to check that little like music store down there like a couple months ago.
Mhm.
I went down there, checked that out.
How was it? Was it cool?
I mean, it was alright. It was like crazy crowded, there was like 5 people in there, but it's a
Okay.
tiny fucking place. But it's got a bunch.
Oh,
it's
gotcha,
it's got a
okay.
bunch of like records and shit in there. So I wanted to look
Yeah.
through.
Did you get a chance to look through them, or no? It was too crowded.
No, it was real crowded, and I was like, "Fuck this!" So I just left. And I walked somewhere else. I think I went.
Yeah,
to
I mean,
pizza.
hey, I've done that before.
I mean,
We've all done that
I do
before.
all like, well, I did do like a bunch of improv stuff, but I wasn't gonna say that every week. Oh, speaking of, actually, UCB New York is shutting down.
Like completely?
Yeah,
like
they're
closing.
they're closing the whole like theater and everything. It's apparently
Oh shit!
yeah. So
I thought that they. Well, that's been kind of an industry. Like, wait, I thought they were in New York for a long time.
They started in New York and they're in LA. The LA one's
Mm-hmm.
staying open, but the New York one, like their leases were too expensive and no one was, they didn't have new classes, so they couldn't cover.
And they certainly can't cover right now.
Yeah, with nobody there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're going to be able to get approved for the loans. Holy shit.
Yeah. So
That's a real bummer. Now, they had 2 theaters in New York, right?
yeah, they had 2 theaters, yeah.
Wow. I mean, the theater spaces are probably going to continue. You'll imagine somebody else will buy it out.
Yeah, 100%. Some other place will take over.
But that was a staple in New York for quite a long time. That's a bummer.
Yeah, especially for like a lot of comedy people. But yeah.
I always wonder what happens in places where where everything just becomes so expensive. Where nobody can afford to live there anymore. Like, what type of people are the ones who end up being able to live in these places? You know what I mean?
The super, super rich.
Yeah, exactly. But what are they, like, how many
They're recording
super
podcasts, probably.
Probably. That is a bummer. You took classes with UCB, correct?
Yeah. Well, I finished all my classes.
Well, now you're gonna have to try and go to another theater, and then they may have you take the entry level stuff, which
I'll
is
say,
bullshit.
fuck you. You know who I am.
Fuck you. I'm Al Chesbreach.
I'll talk to my cats, motherfucker.
Yeah, you want to meet Harvey? You punch him in the face.
JYC.
And then when he gets up and he's like, "Why did you do that?" And he goes, "Oh, welcome to my motherfucking podcast." You punch him in the chest. It's weird.
I take out a microphone.
You're very aggressive.
Sorry.
Google bars. You Rochambeau him in the nuts.
That's how the world
Hey,
works.
times are tough in big city living, so you got to do what you got to do to survive.
Yeah. I fed a cat. Cat was hungry today. Gave it some dry food.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really kind of you.
Ran over to me. That's awesome.
I just point at it whenever I see it.
Yeah.
I acknowledge that it's there. It sees me point. Now, if it was a little dog, I'd go crazy.
Oh. What'd you go? Oh.
I'd go puppy.
But if it was a little dog, you'd have to I don't know. I don't think twice about seeing a cat outside in the streets of the big city.
Yeah, no.
When you see dogs, you're like, oh, we better call animal
Yeah,
control.
oh, who did that dog kill?
Who's that dog over there?
Yeah. Who's that doggy in the window there?
Oh my god, that doggy's outside.
Oh, God, that doggy covered in blood.
Oh my god, that doggy's got a backpack.
What do you think's in the doggy's backpack?
Probably some treats, maybe a bed.
Toys, definitely. Definitely toys.
Definitely some treats.
Ooh,
Yeah.
a dog knife.
A dog knife. Well, you got to protect yourself
Yeah.
in these dirty dog streets.
Yeah, you gotta get that puppy knife.
Yeah, it's like they bite into it, and then.
Do you think it's like a little puppy switchblade?
Well, yeah, it's gotta be. It's in the shape of a bone, too.
Oh yes.
And then the knife.
I mean, you got to make sure you bite the right side, though. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, he's a pro.
And you
I feel like Street Dog,
and
be
you
a pro.
and you can never do that. You know how like when they go hog wild on their rope toy, you can't do that when you got your doggy knife out because you'll just stab yourself.
Yeah.
100 times.
Oh yeah.
Just in the
That'll
neck.
be too many young pups taken down by
The self-inflicted knife wound.
while having a great time, having a blast, really.
Well, now you don't think they make like little pipey.
Ooh, my little pipey.
Little pipey. Little puppy handguns now.
Oh no.
I don't think so. I would hope not.
No.
Little paw activated guns.
That'd be super adorable and dangerous.
Super adorable.
Extremely dangerous.
Oh,
And just Stelbean with
What?
a handgun.
oh God.
Oh, I mean that would be fine just because she's the sweetest pup in the whole wide world.
Oh, you what's that? You want to wait to take me for a walk? You said. I think you want to change your mind.
I'm not crying anymore. I'm just telling. Well, if I need a gun, I don't want to be there.
Nailed it. Nailed it. Oh, turn this shit off.